Hi guys, today is the 14th of August 2020. It's 29 minutes past 9 in the morning over here in the UK. I wanted to quickly talk about this scene here that I've got on screen at the moment, focusing on the missile slash penis that they've drawn on the blackboard here. You can see that it's urinating. We've talked about this many times before, and one of the dates that we've looked at in the past is August 13th and August 31st, simply taken from the shape of the missile slash penis shaft, which is drawn in the shape of an A. Up here we have a little mark for 1, and then the testicles making up the number 3. At the same time, spelling out the word cult with the 3 turning into a C and a U, and this side being an upside down L, and then we have the upside down T. So I've often interpreted that as a urination cult. Now I find it interesting that August 13th, yesterday, Michael Cohen comes out with a first chapter of his book some journalists have got a hold of, and it says here Michael Cohen reveals his bombshell book about Donald Trump saying he witnessed golden showers, and that's on August the 13th. So when we look here and we see the urination connected with the Bush character, which we've often interpreted as Donald Trump, often interpreted as also representing Donald Trump, we can draw some conclusions here that perhaps this was predicted with this missile slash penis up here with the date reference potentially of August the 13th. So with that in mind, I just wanted to quickly bring out some other potential dates. August the 27th, look out for events in the UK. I'm not sure exactly what events they are, but they may involve our money or something to do with the pound coin or the value of the pound coin. I'm not sure, but we have the pound coin represented multiple times in this video with the symbol here on the shark, starting from here. You follow the line down up to the nose and just down to the tip of the mouth, and then you look at the eye and that line going across that shape. What you have is a sideways pound coin symbol. Again, as I said, the pound coins represent. I'm not going to go there right now because I might not be able to get back on this frame easily. I'll go there in a minute. But what I see here is that pound coin symbol making up the top part of the shark's head, then the number 2 making up the shark's mouth, and then you've got the number 7 coming up here. In the middle, or in the middle of the shark's mouth, you've got these 8 teeth, and I'm interpreting that as the number 8 for August, the number 2, and the number 7. So August 27th, look out for something to do with the UK. As I said, the pound coin is represented again in this video, which is just here under Obama's foot. You can see just there. It's on the crown side, so my interpretation, it may have something to do with the Queen. Maybe the Queen dies in this month, and we start the whole long process of potentially crowning another successor. Then you have to watch out for events potentially wiping out the royal family, allowing maybe Prince Harry or someone else. Obviously, he's not a prince anymore, but you know how things can go. If something happens to the royal family, he'll be welcomed back with open arms. So keep an eye out for that. And I've already talked about August 15th, although there are other potential dates for this event to unfold in the Far East, with potentially China, Taiwan, China and Hong Kong, or North Korea and South Korea, with the military moving into one of those places, often interpreted as South Korea, with the peace talks and the no nuclear thing going on. So keep an eye out for that August 15th. I'm watching out for that. But I'm also looking out for this around November 5th. The reason I'm looking out for it around that time is associated with the Donald Trump Bush character again. I've talked about the character's eyebrow and how we appear to have the number 2 and the number 5. Now, if I just look at this as a number 5, which it looks more like to me because of the straighter line here, that's more of a 5 shape than a 2 shape. So if I look at that there, I've often interpreted this one as like a backwards number 7 or an upside down L, which it still could be. If it is an upside down L and you have this as 2 and 5, then you've got potentially December 25th, which I may or may not come back to in this video, but focusing on this potentially being a 1 going this way and a 1 going this way, you could have a representation of 11.5. And you see that again. Oh, it's a bit slow there. It blurred. Let me go back. So you see that again in his hair up here with the 2 1s and the number 5. But the reason I say it could be December 25th is because, again, if you have that 5 and 2, you've got potentially 25, and then the upside down L, which is the 12th of the alphabet, would give you a reference to December 25th. And again, up here in the hair, if you're taking this as 115 and you put that together as 25, then you've got the D on the hat, or the, yeah, which could give you a reference again to December 25th. However, I'm also cautious of November 5th. That'll be 3 days after the election. And there's obviously the potential I've talked about for the shooting of Donald Trump, and all the things that are going on right now is just making that more likely. So the reason I think November 5th is because that particular date has a reference, especially in the UK, to the Guy Fawkes plot to blow up the Houses of Parliament, with the rhyme coming out of that of remember, the 5th of November, the gunpowder, treason, and plot. Now, obviously, if you think about someone shooting the president or any president, that would involve gunpowder, treason, and a plot. So it could be a symbolic throwback to Guy Fawkes and the fireworks night. And then when obviously you think about that, you have to go back to the Far East scene where we see the skeleton, which could give us a representation of someone being shot or someone dying, and then you've got the fireworks behind, which gives you a reference to celebrations of all sorts of all different kinds. But you know, fireworks night is obviously a clear reference that you have there. So that's why I say look out on November 5th. But again, you have to consider we've got the D here going right across the eye, which again could be referring us to December. All of this is kind of telling me that maybe Donald Trump wins re-election or or refuses to leave the White House, which would be really unprecedented. You're kind of going into real dictator territory there, something that's never happened in the United States or, you know, United Kingdom, in these countries that we call democracies. So that would be very, I would say interesting, but it would be devastating because it would be the beginning of civil war, and already people are really on edge, you know, kind of ready to respond in a very visceral and aggressive way. It kind of tells me that's why he's put up these barriers around the White House. You know, obviously there's all sorts of little paramilitary groups and people that support Donald Trump armed with guns, and they're quite willing to, I'm sure, travel to Washington to be his little private army to keep him in the White House. And it's just, there's so much potential for catastrophe and chaos, which perfectly fits with this video. The chaos that is described in this video through images is quite a lot. So, you know, just going back to bring it a little bit back to the forefront again, another 827 reference here. And again, I think we have a UK association, the Black and White Tiles Freemason, started in Scotland, the blue, red and white colour scheme, emergency, you know, police, ambulance, fire brigade, all of those use those kind of colour schemes. The exit with the blue and red colour scheme for Brexit, you know, that's still not completed, but we're in that phase. So just bringing it back, today, or yesterday rather, August 13th, I believe we had the connection to the urination cult. There's potentially more information to come out about that. Maybe there's connections to Epstein, you know, that could have connections with the hanging man here. All of these three items could connect with each other in some way, and that may happen over the next couple of days, weeks, or months. However, we are in August. We know this character here says August backwards when you play the video backwards and you hear the audio. So that's why I say keep a strong eye out in August. But again, I realize that maybe not everything will happen in August, but there's certainly a lot of things already taking place. And one of the other things to watch out for, as I mentioned in the previous video, if it didn't happen on August the 12th, which it didn't, is to watch out on August the 21st for potential volcanic eruption. That could be anywhere in the world, but my focus would be on Hawaii and Italy, the volcanoes in that region. So yeah, with all of that said, you guys, have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and may the Heavenly Father bless you.